Hey, what is up, everybody? It is Awol Mike, and I am finally making the Lego Monkey Kid Bone Demon video that I promised 2 months ago, and then made another teaser for a month ago, and then made an apology video for how long it's taken like an hour ago. So, I have it. It's here. It exists. There have been some minor alterations made to it, but it's nothing too egregious, and I think it actually helps the quality of the set in the long run. So, of course, we can start with the main character, MK. Now, you can notice a little bit of a difference, namely in the fact that he's white and not Lego minifigure yellow. It's pretty clearly the Lego Marvel Peter Parker face on him, and that's because I am apparently Lego racist. I just like all my Lego figures having human skin tones and whatnot, so I don't really use the yellow heads very often, but there's MK. He's got his staff, his headband, his teal headphones, his Wave 3 jacket, Season 3 jacket piece that came with this set, with that symbol on the back. Try translating it, I have no idea what it means. And the tiger print collar fur, which is actually, and I realized this way later than I probably should have, that's a reference to the part in Journey to the West where Sun Wukong takes the discarded skin of a tiger demon and wears it as a loincloth. Yeah, that happened in the book. Anyway, so MK, take his staff away. He gets this big ol' mech. It's the same proportions, same general build style as the Lego Marvel mechs. You know, Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, Miles Morales, yada 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 yada. Technically, it's supposed to have kind of a screen visor right here, with some targeting system or schematic or whatever on it. I got rid of that. One of those minor alterations. And instead I put this clip, where instead you can put this, which I'm saying is the actual staff, like the staff collapses into this form for storage, and then you just put it on the chest of the mech right there. And I know that it has its own staff right here, but I'd like to think that this isn't actually the staff. This is just like a big mechanical facsimile of it. So you take the staff and you put it in this hand, the right hand of the mech, with a little hole pin joint. You close the fist up. The mech now has a staff. I do like the mech having these big old monkey hands. It's really reminiscent of the gauntlets that a lot of members of the gorilla tribe in Chima had. So they're really keeping that ape theming there. Put MK into the pilot's area, close it up, boom, monkey mech. The mech has kind of weak knee and hip joints. It's kind of hard to actually pose. It's got this 3 joint long tail, and pin on the back to hold the staff. I had seen someone in one review of this set saying they don't know what that's for. It's to hold the staff. It's got little blue bits on the bottoms so the mech can fly, although it doesn't need those because the mech also comes with this Nimbus. Now, in the original set, it doesn't A, have these bits on the bottom, and B, this bit spins for some ungodly reason. I changed that because it serves nothing for the set. So you just take it and you put Monkey, turn his head a little bit, put him in kind of an action pose, I suppose. You take the front of that foot, put it on the big bit, and then the front of that foot, put it on the middle bit, and you angle him just a significant amount. Yeah, the angling of this is difficult. And there he is. MK's flying monkey mech Nimbus Rider thing. Honestly, this is the side build of this set. This is not like a main important part of the set. So I was considering when making this video to just ignore it, but I figured it's part of the set, it should be covered. MK. Second to MK in this set is May. She gets her usual dragon armor. I think this is actually the second version, the updated version before she breaks out of the, spoilers, Samadhi Fire crystal in the middle of the mech in the Season 3 finale. She gets her sword, big old jet thing. She's also supposed to have like a gun, but it's one of those, Lego theme guns where it's just like big and unwieldy and it's not really worth it. So I dropped it. Her hair, take that off, spin her head around, because again, Lego racist, so now she's Angie Dragon Girl. Give her her helmet, same basic design as most of the Iron Man helmets, but it got dragon ears. We should see this more often in more things. You put that on, and now she's ready for combat. I actually like to take the Mysterio gas tail piece and have her sit on that when she's flying. Just like loose dragon energy or whatever. So there's May. And now, the big stuff. Here is the Lady Bone Demon. Her bone in her hair glows in the dark. She's got these two little dagger pieces and a very special hair mold only for her, and double-sided face, so she's got her more calmer appearance. Really wish it focused on them and not me. And then she's got her bloodlust, crazy, mad conqueror red eyes face. That's the one I use mostly on her anyway. So you take her, put her aside. She's got two of these little skeleton bone phantom guard guys. Their faces and eyes glow if it wants to focus. They've got these big wonky spears. Yeah, I know these phantom tail things are supposed to go the other way, but with the spears being the way they are, I put them here so they're better counterbalanced. So it's just, ta-da. There's two of these. I can only show one off, obviously because it's the exact same build, but yeah. Speaking of two of the exact same build, that'll be the bit after this, because now we're starting on the actual Bone Demon. Tiny Spider is the first bit of this demon. In the full set, this is a pelvis guard. That's his entire purpose. And so now, we got the little bigger spiders. These guys, their head rings glow. They got these pots here. These are supposed to hold bones, but I tossed those because they were just loose parts. These are shoulder guards. And again, there's two of these. Now let's get to the little bigger stuff. Here we have the Bone Scorpion. This makes up most of the lower half of the demon. It is a scorpion. These legs move, the tail moves, the arms move, although they're kind of janky and, got the ratchet joints. So yeah, he makes up most of the bottom of the mech. Put him back there for a sec. And show you the last bit of the mech, the tomb. This is Lady Bone Demon's tomb. It is the body of the mech. It's got the actual coffin, and there, where she would reside, you can just take her Take the swords out of her hands. Stick her in there. Close it up. And the coffin itself can actually come out and just be its own thing. And with that out, we actually have access to these clips back here. These are where you put the swords when she is not using them, or otherwise in the coffin or piloting the mech. Speaking of piloting the mech, let's get started on that. You take this other clip back here, take the bone out of her hair, and you stick it in there. You then put the coffin back in that little slot. Now to start turning the whole demon ensemble into the actual mech, one of the first things you need to do is flip these spikes around. Alright, need to adjust anything that needs adjusting. And then you need to flip up the ribs. So these close in, contain the tomb, and the shoulder spikes. You could keep those up if you wanted, but it looks kind of messy. First thing you do. Second thing you do is you take the scorpion. Okay? Take the scorpion, you move the front legs back, and then you remove his fucking arms. You just take these right off. Set those aside. Take the scorpion, you turn these legs up like this. These go like that. Then you take the stingers on the tail and you turn them down like this. Then you take the tail, it's got these little ball and socket joints here. You click those into place. Then you take the pelvis guard spider. This is the pelvis. You stick him on those little anti-studs down there, on those studs there. Be careful with this, because taking it apart, for some reason, these plates like to stick to the pelvis spider. So, you know, he just takes the crotch with him sometimes. You close that off. Then you take the body. You take these swords and you remove them from the flags, the banners. They don't necessarily go there, but I put them there because A, storage, and B, it just looks cool. Then you take the flags out of where they are, from these cross axle joints, these holes right there. You flip the actual holder so it's, you know, out of the way. I flip it up or down, doesn't really matter. Do the same on the both sides. Flip it down. And then you take the arms and you correct them. See, this is how it looks when in Scorpion mode. And you just take the forearm and turn it 90 degrees. And you take the wrist and turn it like that. And you do that. You put it into this ratcheted socket joint for the shoulder. Boom. One arm. You do that with both arms on both sides. It doesn't really matter which order you do it in, as long as it comes out looking like that. Then you take these spiders, right? You flip all their legs up. So it looks something like this. You take these axles on the back, poking out the butts. You put them into these red holes here. And you do that with both spiders. Obviously, because it's a janky-ass, cobbled-together pile of bones, they don't really need to be straight, but I do it because I'm incredibly autistic and it drives me fucking insane when it's even just a little bit screwed up. So you just... ta-da! It's fine. So then you take the flags again, and you put them in these little bits in the back. So you just stick it in like they serve no purpose. Maybe they're wings. I don't know. So now that you have this part, you put it on top of this part with that little Bionicle style ball and socket joint there. You just attach it Voltron Power Ranger style. Yeah. And then the final piece, the head. Now technically this is supposed to come on a gate, but I didn't bring that because it's really inconsequential. I'm going to put a bunch of set images down in the link to them in the description. So you take that and you flip up this bit back here till it's around there. You take the clip on the back of the head right there and you just clip it on, right? You wrench that up, take the Lady Bone Demon and you stick her on that stud right there. Flip the head back, stick her there, flip the head so it covers her like a helmet, and the mandible bits cradle her like a corset kind of thing. And there, oh, and then you take the hands, you open them back up because they probably got kind of squinched during the actual building of the thing. Take the hands, open them, take the swords. The swords go in the hands, like so. Using the pin and hole connection there, you stick those there. You close the thumb in on around them. You do it that way. And you do that with both hands. Now technically in the set, these blue chains here are supposed to just dangle off the hands. I couldn't deal with that, so I attached them to the elbows. There. And now, after 2 months of waiting, again, I am so incredibly sorry, we have the White Bone Demon versus Monkie Kid and May. Although it is not how it happened in the finale. This really should have been a more A, expensive, and B, important set. This kind of gets forgotten, and it should not have. There. And finally, here it is. The White Bone Demon in all her glory. Her little servants down there fighting May. And MK here defending his city, his friends, and his mentor. So that took a little longer than expected, but also shorter as well, to a level. So I will take this last bit of the video to make a bit of a pitch to you guys. These videos haven't been doing as well as they were when I first started doing them, so I'll leave it up to you guys. I can't make community polls because I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet, but it's up to you. Do you want me to keep doing LEGO reviews and build instructions and stuff? Or would you like me to revisit some older content, my music, my gaming content? It's up to you guys. But on the LEGO front, if you would like, leave a like below. I'm considering doing a little bit of a stop motion kind of short movie thing, if I can learn stop motion, featuring this character. You can probably put together kind of what his deal is already, but he will exist in the Monkie Kid universe, so I'm not going to give you a name or his power set or whatever he does, but he's there, so it's up to you guys. Leave a like or a comment if you want to see what his deal is, what his powers are, what he does, who he is, what he be, or if you just want to see more from me in general. Thank you for watching. Again, I'm so sorry this took so long to come out. Leave a like, leave a comment, visit me and my brother's SoundCloud. I'll leave all the links in the description below. I'll leave the links to the set images so you can see what this is supposed to look like without my alterations. Love you guys. Thanks again for waiting so long, being so kind, being so patient. This is Awol Mike, signing out. Goodbye.